How's everybody doing? It's Yvonne here, and I thought I'd drop in for a minute and share with you what I've been up to. It's been a very busy time of year, and I've been working on some tags. So I thought maybe for some of you need some inspiration or just want to look at it, join me. And if you like what you see, I would love it if you'd subscribe to my YouTube channel and become part of my little community, which I'm trying to build. Anyway, these are some of the dies that I've used. I have plain stitch dies for tags, so I've used some of these. I've used some, I made some tags using these dies. These are not quite the same as the other one. They're a little wonky inside. They kind of like have a shape to them, which the other one doesn't. And I use my good old rectangular die set. And if there's anything you need in your arsenal of craft stuff, is square dies, rectangular dies, and circle dies, and you have it made. So, but anyway, we always want more. So this is what I've used. I've also used the tag punch from Stampin' Up. I used that. And I also did all tidbits of little stuff that I have around my craft area, and my good old scissors, because I did use a lot that I just kind of eyeballed and cut them out, and I had no plan. I just started and see what comes out. This is one that I made as a little snowman. I took three small round punches, and I just added them on with a dimensional. And I just took a little fine marker, made a little mouth, cut off a little nose for his carrot, and gave him some buttons. And then I added some sequins, small sequins, just to look like he was looking up at the star. And with the same token, he was he was getting rain showered in with some snowflakes. And I cut out the word wish on the bottom here. And also what I did is I added some corrugated cardstock on top of created, and I layered it with some kind of gingham, or not gingham, but that would be a pattern paper. Another one that I did here with the pattern paper is I just made a poinsettia with one of the dies that I have that makes my poinsettia. I stamped a little December 25th coin, and I just had a punch. That's right, I have a punch that punches leaves. They're just Fiskar punch, and I know it's not a Christmas poinsettia leaf, but it's a leaf. It's dimensional. And then I added a bit of ribbon going around here. I added a Christmas tree, and I had added something else to it, and it fell off. So I'll have to definitely fix this part here. I had noticed that. All my tags need to have a backing on it that says like to and from, and I'm going to do that afterwards. Another one that I made here is I added a piece of checkered paper, if you will, and it's they call it the buffalo plaid, and it's very, very, very popular this year. Like the plaids are unreal this year. And I made a little wreath, and here is what I used, the garland from the dollar store, and I made a little wreath. And from the dollar store, I picked up these little ornaments. I don't know if there was 6 or 8, I forget now, per package. And I just added them on, added a little sock here. Maybe you can see better if I pull it out. And a couple of reindeers, and look how charming that makes it. It's beautiful. People will really, it's so easy to make, but people that can't make crafts or can't do these things, they just so appreciate it. Well, we do too, for that matter, but I mean, they just think it's phenomenal, and it's so easy to make. This one here, I just used some rectangular dies. I built it up and made a little shaker out of it, and I added a picture inside, just a straight picture. I didn't even add anything fancier than that. I glued a picture inside, and that makes that tag. Another tag, if you're fortunate enough to have some shape dies, as in shape dies, what they are. These are like Christmas ornaments. I made them out of shakers. So there's a gold one, there's a silver one, and this one here, what I did is I added a flap to it, so that way there you can write to and from, and you have a backing to it. So these are simple to make. They're very, very different and cute. Another one that I made right here is just a straight old rectangular die with a with some paper on top. I cut out a Santa hat, as you can tell, pretty much ho, ho, ho. And look how cute this is. Okay, this one here, I already put the two in front. Now, something else that you may have in your bunch of papers in your stash that you're not even aware of. This is just a plain tag, and these are papers that I had, and basically for scrapbooking. But I cut out the shape and I glued it on, and then I used um, Walking in the Winter Wonderland, and that is used. I have here the Delicata gold ink pad. It is phenomenal, guys. I mean, it's really worth paying the money to get it. The pigment is so nice and crisp. And anyway, this is what I found. And then I took my, I think it was either the Stickles or the Shimmer Mist. I'm not quite sure now. Crystal Effect was Stampin' Up. Or the Stickles. And I did all the snow anyway. I made all effects and snowdrops coming down and stuff. And it's a beautiful tag. And it's just a paper, but it's nice and strong and so forth. Another one that I did here that I kept it simple is Season's Greeting is in the banner here, and that's just a die of a banner that I have, and I recut it with the blue. I ran it through again with blue, and I just cut off the banner here and here, put Season's Greeting, and added a couple of rhinestone sort of things, and it makes a beautiful tag. Now another one that I made here, which is, again, simple, cute, fast to make. I added a small miniature doily on it. I added a wreath. These wreaths were in the clearance center on Stampin' Up. I think you got 10, I think 10 or 12, I forget. I think 10. Anyway, for like $2, so it makes a beautiful wreath, $2.50, something like that, I forget now. And then I just added rhinestones, and look how pretty that makes this. This is a really cute tag. The next one is the same idea as the fox. It's with the reindeer, and as you can tell by the glitter here, I did the same thing. I used the, that's not what I used there. I used the Stickles in the gold, and I did all the outline of the reindeer and snowflakes, and it stands out. It's very pretty. And here's another one that I made with the same idea, and those are just the winter birds, and I did all their wings with glitter and so forth. When you have your picture, and your picture is your focal point, all you need to do at that point is just make dimensions to add a little bit of texture so it doesn't look so papery. And here are the foxes again, but this time here I did all the contours of the fox. And here are the 3 polar bears. You can probably see glitter there out of the 3 bears. And here I use the Stampin' Up! Snowfall accent puff paint. I wanted to try that to see. It does make some drops, and it's kind of cute. It is cute. I need a little bit more practice, but I like it. Here's another one that I made with just leftover, and that's another thing. Most of my papers that I'm using here to make the tags are all leftover pieces that I've had from bigger projects. So by using it up, I'm doing 2 things. I'm clearing my stash, and by making something that is going to be in demand this, for Christmas. So here I made another one is a Christmas ornament like this, except it's a round ornament, and I made a little shaker, and I cut out Merry Christmas, added it on the top, and here you have a shaker card, and I just added some gloss accents in there, and it makes a really cute tag. Again, I'm going to go just quickly. There's the birds again, deer, and so forth. And here I went a little bit more vintage. I added the Old World Santa, and I just added a doily on top here, cut out a circle, I edged it, added a few rhinestones, and it makes a gorgeous tag. Gorgeous, gorgeous tag. Once you get going, it's like there's no end to it. These are pictures that I've print out the same like the Old World Santa. It's something that I print out on my computer. And here I use some textured paper behind it, and I just added some rhinestones and so forth, and it made a beautiful tag, Another one here that for some of you who might be my age, and then again some, we all remember these Christmas cards, Christmas greetings, and that again is something I got off the internet and printed out and just aged it and added on the front of a card with a few different embellishments, and it makes a beautiful card. Beautiful, beautiful tag. Here's another one of a little boy and little girl hugging and kissing. They're in one sweater. They're so sweet. And I added a doily and just kind of aged it a little bit and put some snowflakes on it. You know, just something simple. But that's why I'm showing you, to show you that you don't need a lot. And the thing being is that it'll give you some, oh, well, I can print that off of the internet and be able to do something like this or do that. You don't always have to have top-notch things. And maybe it'll get you a little bit momentum to get going, because once you start, then your imagination goes wild. Here I just have a little die of a gnome. I just love my gnomes, and I took some crystal effect and I just added to the parts that I wanted to give it a little bit of dimension. Very simple, very plain, but they can't all be, well, they can, but I just don't make mine all the same. There's some are simple, some are a little fancier, it depends. Here's a little snowman hat and mitts, and it turned out really, really good. This I made actually out of the foam from the dollar store, the foam thing. Here's just a tree, just to show you. It was just a tree, and I added some shimmer and stuff on it, and it made a really nice tag. Another one that I did was just adding some trees to it on an already background of paper, and it's all pines and cedar trees behind it, and I just added some trees for dimension on top, and it's a beautiful tag. Again, like, you know, it's so sweet. Here's another image that I pulled out of the internet, and I cut it down to size, fit in, added some drops, shimmer drops, to show as in snowflakes, because it's coming down for the truck, and that good old famous truck that is so, so popular. Here I just added a snowflake, and I just added it all the way dimensionally. It's all in dimension. I don't know if you can really see it there, but just something simple. I added it there. And here's another dimension, and it's from a die, but it makes a gift. So you can either cut out a gift or do like myself, have a really cute little card. And another one is same as before, it's the deer, and I had a double of the bear. So this is how easy it is to make your die. You make your Christmas tags. You don't need to have you know, the top. Just use your imagination. Use your leftovers for your tags. Use your, you know, go on your Pinterest and check it out, and you'll see there are so many fantastic artists out there that just know what they're doing, and it just inspires you just to give that extra push so you can, you know, just do something different to inspire yourself. Anyway, this is Yvonne, and I had a wonderful time sharing what I've made with you. I hope it gave you a bit of inspiration, and if you like it, please check on that subscribe, and don't forget that little bell, because I like to put out videos weekly, and I would love it if you'd be part of my group. Anyway, have a great time, but most importantly, guys, be happy.